come from a highly regulated background, right? And a large named multinational organization with deep legacy of governance and compliance. How do their obligations change your day-to-day life, your obligations as compared to what typically you see in your peer partner organizations which are natively India based?
It's very interesting because in life sciences, you already have built in additional controls. As India was evolving in its journey, now in healthcare, there are more and many rules that comes up. It's more data privacy. There is an APAC risk. There is cross-border information sharing. There is you can talk about these stem from the inherent nature of where the business is located and also where the parent company is. So it's always said, I'll say that to make it very easy for the audience, I'd always say that you have to look at the rule of the land, and second thing is you also have to marry and match the compliance of your parent company, and whichever is more stricter, you have to follow that. So that covers and that makes life a bit easy for the compliance and legal and regulatory to set up the processes. That's the starting point. Now there will be changes, there will be minor tweaks. Now for us, as I said, we also had a major landscape change with the Department of Health and Family came up with unified practices for all the companies, whether they are pharmaceutical or they are digitally based companies supporting healthcare. So we look at from that perspective, we look at what is stricter rule of law and follow that and make it into a policy. For example, now I would say one example I would share is your regulatory reporting. Now, regulatory reporting is very important because most of these back-end offices do regulatory. They prepare dossiers for new drugs to be submitted to the various FDA, to European agency, to our DCGI. Now, a lot of controls have built in, and now we are using AI to ensure that there's no duplication, there's acceleration. We also look at intelligence to see and scrutinize what's happening around the globe. So I would say compliance in GCC is becoming way of life. So we are using technology, we are using AI to ensure that we are compliant with processes, not just for India, because the base office is here, or it could be Poland now, which is another popular destination, or Malaysia. There are 3 proper hubs where where these centers are. So the important thing is that you have to look at the regulatory framework, which is more stricter, and ensure that all the processes are aligned and make it faster and quicker. What we're looking at in our world is that there should be no duplication, there should be audit trail, and you should be always ready because the inspectors can walk in anytime.